I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
This is utterly unbelievable. Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos.
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town? The birthplace of alchemy in the tale of the dragon. In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
But the people there worship Fagusa and bear no relation to Thanatos. I have also never been to that place, as in the time of Idonia.
Take this.
This is...
The Nusporist masterpiece, the Philosopher's Stone. It was made by transmuting all of the sage's wisdom into a single entity. Remember? I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension. This process also applies to the pursuit of truth. Think about the story of the dragon. This stone will lead you to your real hometown, allowing you to reform the door to the nether realm.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture...
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure. However, my line of thinking will not fail, because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses. Actions speak louder than words, Castoris. With the assembly about to begin...
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time, but before I leave, I have another question.
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul. If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go. Do not...
I understand.
Hey, child of humanity.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
I merely wanted to ask, was that stone transmuted from your heart? If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, now I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
Can someone who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all? Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myth...
No, it's just the opposite. If my hypothesis is correct, it means that I can actually ascend to godhood and reshape this absurd world that you all have created.
That's a lot to take.
Lady Aglaya,
Go on.
you know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova, which is why both you and Kainos desire to gain the... Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Kainos. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. But I know this runs counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mike, honestly, It's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make the...
Well said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wit. A world without death. Do you desire that too?
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve. Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts. Styxia. I visited that place in the past. Though it is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents. Go. I will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death. I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Casterus and meet the Casterus. I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to...
Thank you, Lady Eclia.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment. If Styxia is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents,
The answer is quite simple. In the Mids, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault. That is to say, they could enter and leave the Nether Realm as they pleased. And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity... I'll see you at Memorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow. Cypher shall be your guide to finding that ancient city.
Don Hung isn't back yet, huh?